Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
The first carry here for Jordan James. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 39-yard line.
Go ahead.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That'll be caught by James. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be third down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Now Tua. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's Tua. Has his man, that's James. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
They'll take over first down 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. On the ground, it's the rookie running back out of Miami. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. You look at this Niner defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete.
Here we go. Shot.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. Down at the 35, it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Niners, they have certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there. And now third down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a first and goal.
19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. Touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, 49ers 0. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Oh, good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
All right, come on.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1.
Ready. Get on.
On the ground, it's James. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. The Niners at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Shifts past him at the 45. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Looking to pass. Tua. They'll find Ayuk open right side. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. James has got it. Complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 2 yards to go on third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 2.
Ready.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here we go, set.
Right back to him on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Let's go.
Second and 13. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll set up a throw. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
19-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try.
Bellinger hauls it in out left side.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
That's good.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
13-yard line.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The Seahawks on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kendre Miller,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
To try here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, 49ers nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where's he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Here's James. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
All right, come on.
Tua sets up to pass it. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brian Robinson Jr., a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Jake Moody now for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, 49ers 7. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. It's caught. Beckham. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. But their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they've got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. 19 tight. 60 Eagles. 6 go.
They'll look to throw. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Pass caught, Arroyo right side. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Seattle.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle is going to be made at the 49ers 36.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. Down to about the 32.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
19 targets, Buffalo 18.
2nd and 6. He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
The Seahawks first down. A gain of 9 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
6.
Hand off right side to Pierce. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Back to throw here. That's taken in by Arroyo. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Nice.
They'll set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jackson Smith-Njigba from 17 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
At their own 32-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. From the gun, it's Tua. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, shot?
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They're right here. Help!
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm chilling, I'm just chilling with the family. Grandma always told me never trust these. Space 60 racks on a camouflage bells. Blue diamonds on me, I'm a blue devil.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Turbo two.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and shorted the sticks.
And he'll be taken down the ball before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Give left side for Pierce. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And they'll go right back to Pierce. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here we go.
The slot man in motion right. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
18, 70, go.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's got some space here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. James. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. They run it with James. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st down, it's James. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Here's Tua.
They'll find Ayuk open right side.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
13-yard gain brings up 3rd and a yard.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
All right.
Now Tua. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Ricky Pearsall, a 20-yard touchdown. And the 49ers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, you
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, one thing that you and I featured as a storyline was that they were facing the NFL's #1 defense coming in, and they really took it right to them.
Yeah, they didn't blink, did they? And instead of just saying to themselves, let's make sure that we minimize our mistakes and try and play a conservative type game, they attacked right from the beginning. Said, we got to go after these guys. I think sometimes you take the #1 rated defense by surprise when